The thought of taking the bar exam again fill you with dread and anxiety? Starting bar prep is the last thing on your list. You're probably researching how you can safely start just 8 to 12 weeks before the exam and get away with it, even though something in the back of your mind is saying that starting sooner is better. Don't procrastinate or delay. It actually does make things worse. It will create a self-fulfilling prophecy of the very things that you are dreading. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what the source of that dread is and how to alleviate it so that you can dive into bar prep motivated and ready to ace the bar. Hi, I'm Jennifer Duclair, bar exam mindset mentor and attorney life coach, helping you to get past your mindset barriers so that you can beat this bar exam and build a law life that you love. When you're dreading bar prep to the point that you are putting off getting started, you may not even be aware that you're procrastinating. Things like being indecisive about your tutor, your materials, or your budget are things that seem rational and logical, but can be your procrastination tools. There are ways to quickly come to good decisions about what resources, material, or people that you will incorporate into your bar prep. And you can make those decisions very quickly once you have settled in your heart that you're ready to get started. So why might you not be ready to get started? The number one reason is bar takers are going about studying in a way that doesn't suit them. Perhaps they felt they needed to cut off all of their friends in order to focus well. Perhaps they felt they needed to take time off of work, but doing so impacted their finances negatively. Perhaps they feel like they're trapped because they can't take time off of work and they fear having to squeeze a bar study in addition to a full day at work. Perhaps they studied by forcing themselves through long lectures that weren't helping them at all. They stuck rigidly to the written plan and ignored their inner self when they got the hint that this isn't working for me. All sources lead back usually to the bar taker ignoring themselves, punishing themselves, or bypassing their intuition in order to check off the boxes, do what other people say, thinking that it would help them pass. If you're watching this and you're dreading your next bar prep, then you already have the personal knowledge that sticking to the plan, no matter what, is not a winning solution. I'm going to show you what is. I dive into it in much greater detail in an article that I'll link below, but there are a few things that bar takers need to be aware of so that they can tailor their bar prep to themselves, to their needs for learning, and to their lifestyle so that they can feel good about moving forward. Number one, you do need to figure out your learning strength. Now, you're probably going to hear about this all over the internet, so I won't rehash it. But if you're studying in a way that doesn't fit your learning strength, your brain suffers and you will too. You'll dread each study session and it will feel like a punishment, namely because you're forcing your brain to work in a way that it doesn't prefer to work and it gets tired faster. So lean on your learning strength. It's a very easy way to start optimizing your bar prep. The next area where bar takers need to pay attention so that they don't suffer is identifying their personal motivators and making sure to incorporate that into their studies. Some people are really driven by community. They love knowing that they're contributing to someone else's life. They love knowing that they're not alone on this path. And if that's you and you're many years out of law school, you may not find anyone to partner up with and walk this path together. Or you may have tried it in the past and that relationship not worked out for you. Maybe you ended up overgiving or doing other things that really hurt your bar prep process. In our programs, especially Bar Exam Ready, we show you how to go about creating that community-like feeling and getting the most out of it without having it adversely impact your bar prep. Another reason that you could be dreading bar prep is because you may have cut things out of your life that you really need self-care wise. Maybe going to the gym, meeting with your family, celebrating special events, spending time with your child. And it's not your fault because you just didn't know any other way. That's why we specialize in helping people to tailor their bar prep to themselves so that they can see that other way. Bar prep can become a normal part of your everyday existence, which is what you want. You don't want it to be a special event. You want to normalize it so that you do it easily every day without fail. And this consistency is what lays the groundwork for you to optimize your score from one study session to the next until it's optimized to the max, and then you pass. If you want to dig deeper into how to do the different things that I just told you to do, read my free article linked below. That will take you on the next step of this journey to optimizing your bar prep, tailoring it to you so that you can show up consistently and finally beat the bar.